All right, folks, it is officially official now. Gigi Jackson, star Ridgeview High School forward, has officially committed to South Carolina. And joining me to break all of that action down is Locked On Gamecocks podcast host Andrew Lyon. Andrew, we have expected this for a while and now it's official. Gigi is a Gamecock. Your initial reaction to that?
Well, obviously, this is a big deal for South Carolina's men's basketball program. And you talk about a recruiting win for head coach Lamont Paris, a guy who's coming in from Chattanooga for his first year at the University of South Carolina. This is a selling point for all of the future blue chip prospects coming out of the state of South Carolina. Obviously, South Carolina historically, they've had a very hard time keeping these big prospects from the state in-house. And now they've got something to point to. Gigi Jackson is the highest rated recruit in South Carolina's program history. So, a lot of hype now coming into Lamont Paris's first year. And obviously this is going to raise the bar in a very big way. And Gamecock fans have a lot to be excited about with this commitment.
How do you see Gigi fitting on the court this season for the Gamecocks?
Well, Gigi Jackson, without a doubt, is going to be a plug-and-play day one starter. This is a guy who, if I had to use one word to describe his game, it's versatile on the offensive end. Gigi Jackson is a guy that can score in a multitude of ways. He has a three-point shot that he can hit occasionally. He can take guys off the dribble from the top of the key, from the baseline. He can take guys down the low block and in the post. He even has a nice little floater to his game that he's developed during his time over at Ridgeview High School. So Gigi Jackson is going to be a guy that can help the South Carolina offense in a multitude of ways, and an offense where Lamont Paris is going to be looking for guys to pass the ball very often to keep the defense on their toes. And I think that Gigi is someone that basically is a huge shot in the arm in that case. So Gigi, in a lot of different ways, is going to be someone who, on the offensive end especially, he's going to be a big help for South Carolina in year one.
Gotcha, man. And then my last question for you. You mentioned Gigi's impact, what his impact is going to be on the court. Let's talk about how big of an impact this is going to be off the court. How much of a selling pitch now is this for Lamont Paris when he's talking to recruits saying, hey, Gigi stayed home, you can too if you chose to do that?
Well, obviously, this is going to be a big deal for Lamont Paris. You talk about a selling point. Gigi Jackson being the highest rate recruit ever for South Carolina and being from right here in the Columbia area. You've got a kid right down the road in Cam Scott from Lexington High School, about a 35-minute drive away from the university's campus, somebody who could be a big-time player in the 2024 class. You got someone like Jordan Butler from the upstate area. This is something where if Gigi Jackson has a successful season, let's say he gets drafted in the top 10 as a lottery pick for the NBA, then you now have the pitch for recruits where you can say, hey, you can come to South Carolina and be successful. You can stay home and build a legacy here, really create and blaze your own path. Obviously, that's a pitch that they've delivered to Gigi Jackson. Gigi Jackson's decided that is going to be his plan going forward. So I think, again, you cannot say enough about how huge this is for Lamont Paris recruiting for South Carolina in-state in the future.
Sure. All right, folks, that's Andrew Lyon. Andrew, if folks want to listen to the Locked On Gamecocks podcast, how can they do that?
You can go and give me a follow at Twitter at @ALion_SC. The Locked On Gamecocks podcast is also free and available on YouTube and wherever you listen to any audio podcasts daily. Have episodes come out every day, Monday through Friday, gearing up from football season. So got a lot going on my end. So if you want to, feel free to come over and give me a listen. That's how you can do it.